Hello everyone, how are you today? I hope you guys are doing great. Before I start, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Soraya and I am a student of Universitas Negeri Malang. It's really nice to see you again virtually via this video. It's been an honor and a pleasure for me to sit here and have the opportunity to give you all my short speech today. Now, just like the title of my video that you guys can see, I'll be talking about two things, which is tolerance and compassion. In this video, I will be talking about tolerance and compassion in my city, which the city I grew up and live in, Kupang. I'll be talking about how that things succeeded to become the strength and the power in my society. Now, I will give you a little context about my speech today. I will be talking a lot about my society or the city that I live right now, which is Kupang City. Kupang is a little city where I spent my childhood and growing up until now, and I still live here. Kupang is the capital of the Indonesian province of East Nusa Tenggara, and it is the biggest city on the island of Timor. I know that many people always thought that Kupang is a primitive place and have little resources and facility. It's a poor thinking indeed. I've met some people. They say that they are really surprised to know that Kupang have malls, or they really surprised that Kupang have McD, KFC, or Jeko. They think that Kupang is just a little city, so it doesn't have anything. And maybe some of you know Kupang as a place with no water because of one advertisement from the famous mineral water brand in Indonesia. I will not say the name because I believe that you guys know what brand I'm talking about. But I can assure you that it's not true, it's just for the purpose of advertisement. In this short speech today, I will be talking about how tolerance and compassion as one of the strengths in Kupang, and I will share with you some of my stories witnessing this behavior as one of Kupang citizens myself. Now, let's talk about tolerance first. Tolerance can be defined as a fair and objective attitude towards those whose lifestyles differs from yours. As an Indonesian, I'm sure that all of us have learned about tolerance from PKN or Pendidikan Pancasila back at elementary school and high schools. Living in the largest island country in the world, it is not surprising that we have multicultural aspects from each country. We share the same blood as Indonesian, but we have so many cultures, traditional language, races, and even religion. Same as Kupang too. In here, we have many people from different races that live in here. Not only friends from Kupang, I have several friends from Jawa, Bugis, or Padang. Let's take that for example. Uh, Now I would like to tell you how tolerance works here. As a matter of fact, all of us know that Muslims are the biggest religion for Indonesians. But in Kupang, Muslims are the minority. As a Muslim myself, I see many tolerances happen in Kupang, and that goes for other religions too. Now I will tell you some stories that happens to me, and we will have a little flashbacks. Back when I was still a senior high school student, my class was consist of 40 students and only 16 of us who are Muslims. So when it was time for Duhur prayer, which is on 12 p.m., some of my friends and I, we have to take a walk from our school to the nearest musola, which is located next to our school. But since our school is pretty big and we have to take a walk, it takes pretty long time to back and forth. So when we came back, and let's just say there was already a teacher teaching in our class, they never mad or they never angry at us because they respect and they know we have to do our prayer as a Muslims. Some of my classmates already understand this, and they will told to our teacher that some of our friends are not here because they are going to Solat. My classmates say so. And even some of my teachers, they understood that we are tired. So they will say, feel free to take a break for 5 minutes and enjoy yourself at canteen because they know we are tired from taking a walk. I have one more examples. When it was Ramadan time, back in my senior high school, my classmates, they will try their best not to eat or drink in front of us who are Muslims. Even when we say that it is okay to do that, but they will never do that because they respect our time to fasting. They will try to eat as far as possible from us, and that is really touching for me. It may be just a little action, but I think it is the biggest action of tolerance and the biggest action of respect they can do. Just like many Muslims in Indonesia, on Ramadan, we always use mosque speakers to wake people up for sahur. But we never do that too loudly or too noisy because we respect other people who are not Muslims. We know that they have to a little time for rest and we don't want to disturb them. And one of many tolerances that happen in Kupang can be seen when it is Idul Fitri or Lebaran. Muslims do the Eid prayer early in the morning, and I can assure you, wherever it is in Kupang, you can see that um, other people who are Christians, Catholic, or Hindus, they always helping the Muslims and stand by the nearest place. They will greet us and help us to find a parking spot. It was really beautiful and touching because seeing them come early in the morning and working hand in hand to help Muslims to make our prayer go smoothly is really it's really good. And in Kupang, there is a church and mosque that are placed side by side. They are neighbors. That mosque and church share the same gates. On Sunday, when the Christian have prayer in the morning until the afternoon, and when the duhur time comes, the mosque will do the azan, but they will not using the speaker to respect Christian time to pray. That goes the same for the church. When Muslims want to come and salat but cannot find a parking spot, it is totally welcome for Muslims to park their transportation in the church parking lot. They never have a conflict, and it is really amazing to see that. Now, let's talk about compassion. Compassion is a feeling of sympathy or pity for others, especially one that makes us want to help people who are in suffering. I believe that it is in human nature to have compassion on themselves. Surely, when we see someone or we see people who is in suffering, we cannot stand still and we can have a heart to don't care about them. We have the sense of feeling to help those in the poor state, and it is completely normal to feel that way. In my place, you can find compassion everywhere, even from the tiniest thing. I believe that you can find compassion anywhere in this world, but in Kupang, it is totally normal to see each other help people who are in need immediately when you having some kind of trouble or you have some kind of disaster. One example can be taken from the storm that happened recently in NTT. In my city, Kupang was out of the electrical source, and there are only certain places that use the generator to have the electrical back. Um, those people and those offices who use the generator, they opened their house, they opened their offices, and permitted other people to charge their electrical gadgets for free. Even when we are in the state of hardness, other people still have the heart to help those people in need. and all the people work hand in hand to raise to the nation and help the people that lost their houses due to the storm. Well, you already heard about the tolerance and compassion that I witnessed as one of the Kupang citizens. Living in a small city like Kupang doesn't mean it is bad or doesn't mean it is left behind from many big cities in Indonesia. From my experience growing up and living here until now, I have witnessed so much tolerance and compassion that my society does. Respecting and help each other is the main strength of my city. Differences that we have don't make us hostile at each other, but in fact, we embrace that differences and live side by side. Kupang is known as Kota Kasih, and I do believe in that. I am glad that I can share my speech with you today, and I hope this can be a lesson for all of us to have more tolerance and compassion to each other. Without that, we surely will live in doom and conflict will happen all the time. Well, that's all for me today. I am so glad and so thankful that you guys already heard my speech today. I will see you guys later. Thank you.